What's up YouTube, Luke the Window Cleaner. Today we're going over the difference between a DI tank and a 3-stage purified water system. What is the difference and what is going to be the best fit for you when trying to make your decision on what to purchase? Okay, so guys, both of these systems will purify water. It really all comes down to TDS. And let's get into what TDS is. So TDS is total dissolved solids. What that means is all the impurities in your water. So you'll see here, my water is reading 187. Now a lot of areas that we clean, it can go all the, oh, nope, it's 200. In a lot of areas we clean, it can get upwards of in the higher threes. So the basic rule of thumb is, if your water in your area is reading, say, 150 above or 200 and above, I would recommend going with a 3-stage system versus a DI tank. Now, the cost difference between these two is quite a bit. I think the Zero Pure here runs right around, I think, 1,800, and the DI tank runs around 200 bucks. So it really also depends on how much you're cleaning with pure water. If you're only cleaning with pure water, say, once or twice a week, a DI tank still might be a good choice for you. If you're cleaning every day, a Zero Pure or 3-stage system is going to be much better. Now, the differences between the two is this. The DI tank just runs off of resin. Resin is this right here, these gold little beads. So, when you run water through this, it catches all the impurities and comes out pure water, which will read 0 on this right here. The Zero Pure is a 3-stage filtration system. It has a carbon filter on the back, which is, the carbon filter is really there to protect the RO membrane. I see sometimes guys using carbon filters for their DI tank, which I've tried. It doesn't do anything for protecting or increasing the longevity of the resin in the DI tank. It's really here to remove chlorine and bigger particulates to protect your RO. Now, in this silver canister here is my RO membrane. That is the filter that does 90% of the purification on this system. So when the water comes through the carbon filter, it goes up to the RO, it comes out the RO, and then comes into my small DI tank. So this tank right here holds the same resin that your DI tank holds, and it polishes off the water. So when it comes through the RO, it's coming through like, it's probably doing about 90% of the work. So when it comes through there, it's coming about 30 TDS, and then it comes through the DI that polishes it off to absolute 0. So with having higher TDS, this is great because this guy here is reducing that 200 to 400 TDS all the way down to 30 and then running it through my resin, thus preserving the resin big time. That bag of resin right here costs right around, when it's full, costs right around $200. So if you're trying to make a decision of which one you want to purchase, or say you're already using a DI tank and you're thinking about switching to an RO, look at your annual resin costs. So that means how much you're spending on resin every year. If it's more than the cost of a 3-stage system, it's a no-brainer. Go with a 3-stage system. That means if you're spending, say, more than $2,000 a year on resin, then purchase something like the Zero Pure. It's just going to be a money saver because it's going to cut down the cost of the resin in this tank. Alright, so if you guys have any questions about the difference between a DI tank and a 3-stage system, please leave the comments below. And also, if you're looking for a way to find the TDS, or total dissolved solids, in your area, there's a great site, windowcleaner.com. I'll leave a link below. You can enter in your zip code and it'll tell you your TDS. Again, it just depends on how much you're using it and the TDS in your area, and that's how you should base off your purchasing decision for a DI tank or a 3-stage system. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.